If you plan on going camping, it's probably good to check the weather the weekend that you're camping so then you don't get caught in the rain, because that is no fun, especially if it's going to rain all weekend and you had planned that camping trip when it was going to rain. So better be prepared than never. And if it's going to rain and you're in a tent, it's probably a good idea to just go home so then you don't get all your stuff rained on. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And today in this video, I have kind of a funny yet very frustrating camping story for you guys about the time my family and I all went camping, and it was pouring rain overnight, and it was so bad to the point where we thought it was going to rain the next day that we decided to go home, and we had no idea it was going to rain, so we didn't think to check the weather before we planned our camping trip. So this is a story just to teach you guys, before you decide to go camping on a certain weekend, it's always important to check the weather, and it's just good to make sure, just in case you plan on tent camping and you have extra supplies. So always just be prepared. It actually did rain on us while we were camping this weekend. That's why I wasn't here on YouTube for a few days, because I went camping and I had no cell service. So anyway, I'm going to tell you guys a story about how we got rained on during camping and we all decided to go home because it wasn't worth it. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So this all started about, I think it was 18 years ago. I was in the 7th grade. My whole family went camping for my cousin's birthday. I think it was going to be his 21st birthday. And we were all hanging out, having a good time. It was me, it was my cousin whose birthday it was, my aunt, my uncle, my other 3 cousins who are my cousins whose birthday it was, siblings, like the 2 girls and the youngest, and all my cousins are older than me, just to clarify. And we had our 2 family friends and their kids who were around the age of my cousins. And so we were all hanging out, having a good time, and then night falls, and my cousin we had dinner. I think we had hamburgers that night, and my cousin blew out his birthday candles, and I gave him a present of a scarf that I made for him, and we were all just having a good time, and my cousin's girlfriend at the time was there with us too, and we were all just hanging out, having a good time. And then while we're there, we start to notice it's getting really cold at night, and we're thinking, oh well, this place gets cold all the time at night, because this place that we did go camping at, not going to say the name for safety purpose, was very cold at night. So we noticed it was a little colder than usual, and we're like, it's really cold tonight. Oh well, that's normal. So we didn't think anything of it. So we're all hanging out. Then we walk over to the amphitheater, because our campsite that we were staying at was near a local amphitheater at our camping spot. So we go there, and we're all like, and my uncle's attendant at the time was making videos of us wishing my cousin a happy birthday. It was pretty cute. We were all saying nice things about him in each clip and everything. And we were all just hanging out at the amphitheater, having a good time. And it was really, really cold. But luckily, we were all prepared. My cousin wore his scarf. My other cousin wore her scarf that I made her. And we all had jackets and sweatshirts because it was cold outside. So we're just all hanging out, having a good time. And it's really cold, and we all go back and sleep in our tent. And then all of a sudden, I'm asleep, and I'm deaf when I'm asleep. I can't hear anything, but I start to hear sounds of raindrops on my tent, and I'm like, this is really weird. So it's raining, and then it starts to rain really, really hard, and luckily my tent stayed up, because sometimes I think when people go camping, the tent flattens. Let me know if that has ever happened to you guys during your stay at a vacation, is your tent actually has fallen over. So it is raining, but luckily my tent stayed up. So we wake up the very next morning, we notice everything is wet. I don't think we had left anything out except our check box that held our utensils. We have a box for camping that holds our camping box that holds our utensils. And we noticed like a couple tablecloths have gotten wet. We've noticed a few towels have gotten wet, and we had no way to check the weather because we had absolutely no cell service. So I think we had to go up to the ranger station for them to check the weather, and we weren't sure if we were comfortable staying for the rest of the night, because the next night that we had booked, because it was pouring down rain. So we decide that we decide that we don't want to risk it, and like I said, we had no service, cell phone service, or no way to check the weather for the next day. So we just all decide to go home. So we pack up all the stuff. I get all the stuff in my mom's van and help my mom. My sister and brother help too. They get all their stuff in my mom's van. And my mom packs up her whole van. My aunt packs up her whole car. And my cousin packs up his tent. And all my cousins pack up the rest of their stuff. And so does my uncle. And my aunt goes down to get their ski boat, because they had a ski boat at that time that we would go for boat rides in, because they had brought the ski boat that weekend, because we thought it was going to be nice and warm. So we all get in the car and with our stuff packed, and then we end up just driving home. And this place camping was only 2 hours from where I lived, and it was quite a bit of a drive, but it was worth it. We just really did not want to stay, just in case it was going to rain again, and we didn't want to risk it. So we go home, unpack the whole car, wash everything that was dirty from the camping trip. And my stepdad notices that we had arrived home early, and he's asked, "Why are you guys home early?" And my mom was like, "It was raining on us the first night we came, so we weren't comfortable staying, and then we decided to go home." I don't remember if he went with us or not. If he did, he must have noticed it was raining too, but if he was working, I think he might have worked that time, so I don't think he went with us when this was going on. And so he was surprised just to see us home early, but we were glad we left early, because we didn't want to risk getting rained on, and we didn't want to get any of our stuff wet. So the moral of the story is, it's always important to check the weather the weekend you plan a camping trip somewhere, because you don't want to get drenched in the rain, and you don't want to get all your stuff wet. But if you do have a place like a car you camp in, that's totally fine. You can just stay in there. But if you're planning on tent camping, maybe don't plan it if it's going to rain that time. So you should always be prepared, or if it's raining while you're camping, always bring extra rain gear, so then you're prepared. So that was a story about how it rained on us during camping the weekend of my cousin's birthday. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.